towards his base. He happens to be here, laying on the floor like a dumbass. But okay. Um, Feel free to talk if you want to. Fearful, this is your base. Where'd you get this from, bro?
The Titans thing, survival mode, clear round 1.
Dude, I like
You
that.
got one, I think, every like 5 rounds or something like that. So it was like 1, 5, 10, 20, 25 at the end.
Yeah, I missed that. Cause I want that.
Yeah, it's just Titan with the number floating around.
Right?
It's the only one I have on tunes because it was the league I was running with. We got stuck on multiple spots.
Jesus.
Because I was running it on my main tune.
That's cool. Alright.
But
So,
the good thing is you can transfer it over between your alts like that, so I just put it in here so it looks like a cool item like that. And it attracts your attention right when you come in the door.
it does, because that caught mine.
You weren't even like 2 seconds in and you're like, boom, what is this?
For real. I want that, bro. Alright, so continuing his tour. What the hell is this, bro? Why you got this behind your... What the... Bro, I can't... What?
You gotta sign in the book to salvage your stuff.
I like it.
Then you get some fancy
Oh
things
my
out of the
God,
cabinet.
I like it. I like that, bro. 'Cause I'm
Like you gotta
what-
write down what you're signing in, signing out, and then you get some fancy things when it breaks down from those fancy cabinets. Might take a while, so that's why you got the hammock next to you in case you need to take a nap.
Oh shit. I love that. That's different.
Some food next to you, so that way then in case you're here for a while, you can eat, munch, relax.
Shit, bro. It's different. Oh, you have the large one. The penguin habitat. This is the big one.
Yeah.
This is nice. You got his
Not usually very many visitors, but there's enough chairs for random people kind of scattered throughout this main floor.
Bro, what is this stuff on the floor? What is this green stuff on the floor?
It's one base item from Justice League Dark. It's supposed to be one of the pods.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's connected to
There
this.
were-
Alright, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's... Give me a second here. I can kind of move some of the other things that I put near it off it.
Okay, I see.
I just put things around it so that it gave it kind of depth. Because it's just what would be the pod and like the green circle itself.
Right. And that's from the JLD, right?
Yeah, it's just a drop in JLD. I just put some of the cages around it so it looks like it was attracting like something or something's trying to escape.
Seriously?
Because the cages have like squids in them or nothing in them or like something was there and it got out type of thing.
Nice.
And then the couple loose papers is like supposed to be what was in the cages, but you have no idea really what the papers say because they're all scattered.
Nice. See, this is why I like doing tours when people are actually in their base, because you can explain it more than I can. I like that, bro. And tell us about this.
From the trip to Atlantis, brought back some barnacle unintentionally, and then as you can tell, it kind of just started growing on the wall pretty bad.
That's just
So
nasty.
the little bomb that's up there, just in case it goes too far, that bomb will just blow up that wall. Luckily, it's not interfering with Wonder Dog and the Angel Totem from the For the Kids event this year. It's luckily not interfering with those. I'm surprised Wonder Dog isn't mutating from that barnacle, but that's another story. Because it's like right next to his food bowl.
Oh, I like how you did your side your little protections near your armories, bro. I
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
the first armory's kind of my main DPS look. So it's kind of like honor rules, protected with the sage symbols, that way then it's like only the right person can get into it.
Right.
Accordingly, next to that guy is kind of my villain stole an outfit of my hero and spray painted it to look more like something he would use compared to something that the Lantern hero would use so it's more something like his yellowified version. Gotta enjoy a nice Joker Man Who Laughs mix.
I like the colors
So,
on that.
so I took like the Bad Who Laughs, made it kind of Joker-fied.
Right.
Give me a second, I can kind of better show it a little bit.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like the colors you have on, too, bro.
Yeah, I tried to give it kind of the same fearing look, but give it a nice Joker-fied look with it as well. So it kind of amplifies that a little better. And the very last one off to the side is just my troll style. It's just kind of a amplifying power, watching like a power overflow with the gauntlet, just to kind of see, like, as I'd be recharging people, the gauntlet gives you an idea how much power you're bursting out on your right hands. Make sure you're getting people the right amount of power.
I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say you like yellow, because like I see like most of yours are yellow except this one.
I try to base my armories around kind of what the power is in a sense.
Right.
It's like my power for this tune being a lantern for like the celestial constructs. I try to keep them all kind of themed around that.
Nice.
Whether it be like a simple emblem or the color tone or something.
I like it, bro.
So when the glowing chroma came out, it worked out to kind of give it that nice pop effect for it.
Nice. Alright, let's continue through your base.
I can tell you the next space, minus some things on the walls, there's not really too much in this next part. It's like just the little dark metal posters.
Yeah, I love
and then just a little bit of anything. Yeah, it's like the only things that are really in this next part.
And like what
So
I
I haven't
said
really
in my
worked on
other
the next
video,
few pieces.
when you have a dark base, I think any type of poster that you have to have a lot of color in it makes the base actually pop more. The lighter stuff you have in a darker base, the more it stands out to me. That's just my opinion. And I like how you did that.
So I took kind of that same effect with the big ones, putting them in perspective. If you go up, I did the same thing with the little ones, but on kind of a smaller scale you can see better.
Right.
Compared to like the magnified. And then really like the only other thing is just one random Starro incubator in the top. That's really kind of the only random last.
I just see what you said, bro. I love how you did that. Because like if you take a look, people on YouTube, if you take a look, see how like it has the Superman one, then the Superman here with Wonder Woman and whoever the fuck that is. If you look at the top, it's the same but the smaller versions. I love how he did that. They're in order by big to, from you have the large version.
Yeah, they're even in order from the 1 to 6 for like cover number 1, cover number 2, all the way through 6, like how we got them. It just kind of works a little weird on this wall because of this pole that I'm at. It didn't let me put an item there, so that's why those last two are overlapping kind of weird to try and keep the pattern right.
No, I feel you. That's nice though. That's different. I haven't seen someone do that before. That's really nice. I like how you did that. Here, bro. What the hell is this?
It was a work in progress of going to be kind of a bigger space that I was working on, and then unfortunately when the broker went out, when I was starting to look at items, it never got very far minus this. Right now it's just kind of a Starro swimming pool. It will eventually, hopefully, be something else once I can start adding more things and kind of add more to give the room an effect. It's just right now, a swimming pool you don't really want to jump in because of the star on the center.
They look dead. Are they dead or alive, bro?
If you want to test that theory, it's all up to you. If you want to test it, that's up to you.
I'm good, bro, with that. So I see you got your mailbox up here. That's cool.
Yeah, eventually I'll have some kind of like item cover over these guys for the mail and the broker. It's just right now I haven't figured out the right item, if that makes sense.
No,
once I get the theme, once I get the theme of the room, it'll make sense what the item to cover it'll be. I just haven't figured out the theme of the room yet.
That's cool, bro. And what's the name of this base? Because I like the rockiness in it, like See how, like, the
It's
structure
a cave base, which is where it gives kind of the effect on the walls accordingly,
Right,
where it looks like
right.
it's caving in or whatever.
I like it. Definitely like this. See, again, YouTube, again, you know, that just impresses me. You see how, like, it's a dark base, and again, all those colors, it just makes this base pop. I just love that. It's like just something about that just does it for me. Because I've been in bases where it's dark and people put up dark pictures or whatever. It don't look right. It's like it doesn't. I just like when people like add color to it. Bro, what the hell is this?
As I said, under construction, so it's just kind of when stuff's being moved, just kind of a little break spot.
Oh, okay.
Since part of this is still under construction for anything
Oh,
for here up
get
in
it.
the
Yeah.
bottom.
I get it with
Just
the thing.
little
Right.
construction supplies, so it's
Right.
kind of a still under
Oh,
construction.
shit.
Haven't
Yeah,
figured
I
out the
get it
idea
now.
yet.
It's like a cement mixer or something. Like, I get it. I like it, bro.
Yep.
That's different.
When you got to build the foundation for your base, you got to start with something.
That's true. I like that. That's different. It's very creative.
I don't know if that'll exactly be staying, but right now it works for something until I come up with the idea for this room.
Now, in your... Okay, yeah, because you can't replace this. I like how yours looks like a computer-based type thing, because everybody's is different. Like, their generator is different. I like how yours is like you're at a computer. I love it.
Yeah. One other base, like a different base that I've had before, I thought I turned this room here in something into kind of like a Starro examination room.
Oh, wow.
And a computer like that works pretty well in it.
Nice.
So I might try and do something similar. I haven't entirely figured it out.
Wow.
I'm just kind of working out some different ideas in my head, and as you can tell, placing random things as it looks like to just get an idea for where things could be or where to start something.
I definitely see a lot of things going on in your base, bro, and I like it.
It's a lot of different ideas flowing, and I'll literally just like come down somewhere, drop something random to get the ball rolling, and then eventually move with the idea as I get the idea going. It's just right now it's a lot more ideas than it is finished products.
Now, is this an item or is this built into your base? What is this thing here?
That's built in, actually.
Oh, it's built in. I like that.
Yeah, it's some kind of wiring thing that's built into my base, which I get on is... Yeah. You would think it would be some item I would put in type of thing, but it's like something already here.
Oh wow, I've never seen... Well, I haven't been to the cave yet, but I like that. I definitely like that.
I want to say that wire follows up. Let me check. I thought it... Yeah, it goes up to the same next level as well. When you're right here.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't see it when I was up here.
And then the same thing you were floating by, this like pipe right here has kind of like smoke that comes out of it randomly.
Oh wow.
It's just something the cave base does for like a weird effect.
Oh yeah, I see it right there. Yeah, because I thought I saw in here. I thought, oh, I did. Like smoke is coming up, steam is coming up through here.
Yeah, the cave base has kind of a weird effect like that. Like in the room we're in right now, since it's kind of a hollow cave spot, it won't let me set a single item in this hallway.
Are you serious?
Like I can't set anything where we're standing on the ground. I can't set anything on like the ceiling, the wall, because of it being like hollowed how it is.
Right, right. Oh,
like I can't even set anything where we're like I can't even set anything where we're standing. That's how much like it doesn't let me put a single item in here.
Oh wow.
But like the second I go like this room or the other room over, it's fair game. It's just this space doesn't let you do anything.
So my question to you would be, you know how like there's a 500 limit? Because most bases count this room. So
it still has the 500, it just doesn't factor this room.
Okay, so it probably gives you like additional space in somewhere else then. Because I thought like in the bases where it has like all the different rooms, it counts every single room to give you 500. So it must give you
Yeah.
like additional space somewhere else.
No. If anything, I get kind of like hollow where the salvage station is. I can build into the back of that a little bit, but I can't put anything on the wall and ceiling. And the same with the teleporter spot. Like, I can put stuff around items here, which counts on my limit, but I don't factor anything specific, if that makes sense, for like an extra space or anything.
Oh wow.
It's just the same 500 limit.
So my question to you now is, okay, you chose this base. What was the reasoning for choosing the cave base?
If anything, I'd probably say it has to do with matching my hero, where it's kind of like a light dark side to itself, of like you see one side on one version, one side on the other version, where it's like that's why the base is even named kind of similar. Because the base name itself is the Evil Lantern Cave.
Right.
On my hero side, it's the Lantern Bat Cave. So I kind of tried to keep the same like name, but give it a uniqueness with it being a cave base.
Like it.
To where it's kind of supposed to be the like, I guess you could say, light and dark to its own coin, but what do you see accordingly on both?
Right. Makes sense. Well, guys, this is Fearful, Chalk1997. This was a tour of his base, and we're going to say goodbye.